as I said, everything was very positive. The coach described being shocked when he got.
All right, and we're live. I gotta find the link so I can post it to YouTube. I know it takes a second. I'm gonna let some people roll in, but I'm fucking fired up tonight. Join us live. You can see this, how I... There it is. We are... I don't know how I usually share it. It's a live stream. I want to fucking share the link. Alright, we got somebody in already. Cool. And there's, I actually have to digress. Hey, Sherry! How are you, sweetheart? I'm fired up. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. I hope other people got their notifications. We're going to let them roll in for a second, because tonight, for the first time, I actually heard it brought up. Eli said that they actually started talking about it. They couldn't fucking duck it, because law in this country, for somebody like me to have heard about this and know about this, there's no way nobody else did. Mishka! Yo, how are you? If your YouTube wasn't being whacked, Sherry wouldn't have beat me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Flight crew calling YouTube whack, and he's taking it out on Sherry. Unbelievable. Well, we're going to touch on something that up until late, nobody has been fucking talking about except for the great one, Mark Levin. And I have my issues with Mark Levin. And I got to call Trump out tonight on some dumb shit. Okay? Because it's not how you take back the fucking republic. Got a girl! How are you? Alright. So, let's get a second. Some people to roll in. This is not going to take too long. But I don't think it's really been broken down the way we're going to break it down tonight. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Gigi. Here we are, out of the box peeps. I appreciate that, Fly Crew. You throwing a little love to my brand. Keep your brain out of the box, you know, because people like to they like to join their little tribes, and I lose fans on both sides because I call them all out. You know why? I'm for the people. I don't give a fuck about a politician or the government, and I call it down the middle as I see it. And Trump today kind of pissed me the fuck off. And if you guys don't pay attention to my Facebook, I put up 2 posts, big posts, about I'm no campaign manager, but the first one was at Biden. You're going to run for re-election and you call half the nation semi-fascist. I don't think that's a good move. All Trump has to do is talk about the issues that everybody's facing, the middle class is facing, and how he would fix them. But to come out and say that they should redo the election, that's a silly idea. We all know it'll never happen. There's no provisions, there's no precedent, there's no mechanism to undo an election. So he should be focusing more on the issues instead of the election was stolen. Anybody who's been paying attention understands what the fuck happened. And we're not going to waste time on it. That's the one. Post it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, fuck yeah, put it up. No, that's alright. Love you, Eli. There's Eli. Eli made his cameo. Before we really get into it, I want to thank everybody first and foremost for wishing Wasp a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Wasp. I saw your comment. Happy birthday. Birthday. See, in New York, we don't say happy birthday. We say happy birthday. So there's no H for a reason. Oh, Eli's gonna come.
It's a quick one.
Hey, look at this.
It's birthday. It's a number down at the Italian. We don't. We're scared. Like in Boston, they can't say R. Like park the car in the Harvard Yard. Well, in New York, there's no H. It's birthday. It's simple. It's to the point. Hi, bye, happy birthday, Wasp girl. Wasp bitch.
Happy birthday, Wasp bitch, also known as Jen. Sweetheart. Send me an email to my Gmail account that I posted in the comments. Let me know where to send it to. We're going to send you out the sign and maybe a couple of other things. You know? Well, welcome everybody. Hi all, hi Mishka, hi Gutta, hi Fly Crew, hi Sherry. Thank you all for tuning in. I am relieved to say that people are finally starting to talk about this. And I've been posting this since the fucking beginning. The president cannot be prosecuted under the Espionage Act. That's not what it was intended for. That's where you insert the Presidential Records Act of 1978. Now I know you guys are seeing all this up here. That's cool. We are going to go over Mark Levin's layout of it, and we're going to back it up by citing the source material. Okay? This is why I wait a minute and I wait to do my homework. We have it here, the Presidential Records Act of 1978. That's great. Stop pointing at the TV. It's distracting at this point. We're on my Facebook too. Here's a little something. Fuck the establishment. Original Sin finally premiered. Me and Joe worked on that. So if you're into Pretty Little Liars, we are going to enjoy watching that because we worked our asses off on it. But I'm trying to battle listening to the television and talking. It's very distracting. I'm trying to be here for a short period of time. So we're gonna get into this. The breakdown of Mark Levin breaking it down because he was the only one screaming it from the mountaintops. Like that bitch. Just screaming it.
You and your small dick and your...
He's eating a shish kebab and she don't like it. And for all these environmentalists that want to save all the fucking species, well, thanks to environmentalists in Long Island who wanted to save all the goddamn bunkerfish that we use as bait, people are being eaten by great whites. Good job. We got vultures, black vultures, are a protected species. Thanks to the environmentalists and the conservationists, they're protected. So they're stealing everybody's cats and eating them. Okay? You know, do good versus feel good. I mean, I haven't met one person that enjoyed a paper straw, and China's still dumping plastic in the sea. California's shutting down fucking power plants, telling people not to charge their electric cars, but at the same time mandating electric cars, and while they import 40% of their fucking energy. I mean, it's like Democrats sit around and go, what's the worst decision we could possibly make? And then they do that. It's too stupid to be fucking stupid, okay? You know what China's doing? They're building, I think at this point, it's like 51 coal-fired plants. And experts just came out and said that America has to act now. The world is going to die. Well, somebody better send a little fucking memo over to China. Because as we're closing shit down, they're opening 3 for every 1 we close down. Nuclear power is 0 carbon emissions. 0 carbon emissions. And if you're worried about what happens with nuclear, then you should be pissed off that Biden is basically unleashing sanctions to Iran that's going to release about $1 trillion and let them open up refining factories and they will have nuclear weapons. And at the end of all their shit, they chant death to America. They're allowing invasions through the southern border while we're protecting Ukraine's fucking borders. And they raise our taxes to fucking pay for it. Like I said, I'm fired up. There's a lot of shit we're going to hit. I'm going to hit the comment section, and then we're going to get into it. So, I see y'all having some conversations. Hit the like button. I appreciate that always. Thanks for the support. I really do. You like being beat, Flight Crew. I'm doing mighty fine. All right. Glad to hear. How is your day? How has your day been? Nobody likes a fucking Monday. But if you find yourself with a good Monday, consider yourself blessed. And if it wasn't for Monday, everybody would hate Tuesdays. So Monday kind of gets a bad rap, but Tuesday is lucky that Monday exists. You know, Wednesday's hump day, and it's all downhill from there. That could be good or bad. You know what I mean? You get over the hump. So, I haven't heard back from Yankee. I actually sent him a text. Gotta go. Tell Yank, this is public. You could give Gotta Go my personal phone number. It's okay. I'd give all you my phone numbers, but then I can fuck with you when I get your number because I like to send out texts Like, I got a buddy's phone number of mine. Well, you could steal this. This is fun. I just sent them a text. The fat one won't fit in the wood chipper. What do you want me to do? And then any response, or you let time go by, you go, never mind, it's done. From this point on, we don't know each other. Just act natural. And it'll leave them scratching their head. You have a little fun with people. Black Sheep, no show Tony. It's funny. This is kind of a conundrum. No show Tony always shows up, but he doesn't show up. You understand? We pick on you, Tony. Tony! Fly Crew is right on that shit. Yeah, we're curious. Curious to have you come on. You've been a part of this circle for a minute now, and we really enjoy your company. You always got something to say. The fact that we call you out means that your presence is known. So, always feel welcome. I'm not doing this through StreamYard right now. Only because I go straight to YouTube. And that's the way it works. So, nobody ever gets over a hump. Well, you could get under one. Yeah. They called them bottom boys or something. I don't know. Ask the bronies about those. That's grown men that like to watch My Little Pony. So I'm moving the comments over to here. And, well, it is currently, hold on, let me expand this for a second. We have 6 people here. Welcome, everyone. I know it is 10:30 on a Monday night. I got to be up and out by 4:30. So I have 6 hours. I usually sleep in patterns of 4. And, all right, so let's dive into this a little bit. Mark Levin, he really broke this down. I know how y'all roll. Love and hate y'all. Oh, it's nothing but love, Tony. Tony No Show. Love it. Love. It's all love. Honestly, it's all love. It really is. More likely a wrong number. Well, you let them think that. But they'll be scratching their head for a little bit. And for those of you who are on my Facebook, I'm sorry for this post. Well, if I'm going to suffer with an earworm in my head, you're all going to suffer. So I'll let you in. It said, I'm sorry about this, and then it was ... and then it says see more, and when you clicked see more, it was just baby shark doot 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 doot. Yeah, that's it. You're all earworm. Baby shark doot 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 doot. Baby shark doot doot. That or it's 1877 cars for kids. That's another thing I like to do to my friends once in a while. I just start texting them. But I'll put 1, send, 8, send, 7, send, 7, send. And some people catch on. But all they usually hear is their phone blowing up. Like he's covering his ears. Yeah. Nah, I already got in there. Now he's holding it in. Your head will explode. You got to let it out. Text one of your friends and share it. It decompresses in your own head. No, you don't even want to. But, the 1877 cars for kids shit that I do, they hear their phone blowing up, so it's like, oh man, it must be an emergency, and then you earworm the fuck, you mind fuck them. And that's a little fun I like to have with my friends. So Bobby, stop. Oh, I was singing. You don't like my singing? Baby Shark, Black Sheep's in on it. Okay. All right. So this is. We're going to hop into this. There's a couple of other points. But I'm thinking about maybe saving them for tomorrow night. Okay? Because I've been watching a lot of shit go back and forth. So I'm going to hit bullet points real quick. Tonight, what we're getting into is going to be the Presidential Records Act of 1978. And we're going to skim through it. But nobody's talking about this. And this should be a fucking case closed subject. Okay? So the other bullet points is the cash to Iran, because I see people saying that it was already Iran's money. All right, and we're gonna get into that. A skiff. What's a skiff? Okay, that's a secured area, and former presidents have presidential staff. The FBI had already been there in June, went over the documents, told them to put a lock on the vault. Or a lock on the room that he was keeping the stuff in, the skiff, just to break the fucking lock, which doesn't make sense. And then Rick brought up a good point, and I had been thinking this. What suddenly became an emergency that Trump had? Because for 18 months, Trump had these documents, okay? What suddenly became an emergency? And I noticed that a lot of this happened after Trump said, I'm going to fire 50,000 people and people are going to be held accountable. Now remember, if Trump gets back in, he's only one term. He ain't worried about re-election. He can actually make some fucking moves if he stops talking about the stolen election. Talk about the fucking issues. Again, I'm no campaign manager. That's just how I would handle it. I would be sitting there relating to the people, what they're going through, and how I'm the better option, not being a crybaby. Sorry, if I piss some of yous off, grab a fucking tissue. But Trump's acting like a fucking crybaby at the moment, and he's not doing himself any justice. It was in my head all day. Your ears must have been burning, because every time it replayed in my head, I called you a few choice names. That's all right, Mishka. You could you join in the fun. We all suffer together, you know. And we're a team. And well, baby sharks don't eat people. Only adult sharks do. So save the baby sharks. Joe, what's up? Hit enter after creating a link. You need an IT guy. All right. Well, Eli shared the link for me. You're hired, Joe. You know, you and Eli, you guys, you're my PR team. You're my, you guys are my press representatives. I appreciate you guys coming in. We lost 2 people. I agree. I didn't follow the news today, but when I saw he called for the redo, I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen. There's no mechanism for it. There's no precedent for it. It's not going to happen. And when the whole fucking machine decided that they're going to steal the election, they're not going to just turn around and be like, okay, and give it back to you. I mean, it's not how this works. Anybody who's been paying attention knows that's not how this works. All right? So, let's start. We're going to bang through this. And then those other bullet points, I'm going to save because it's been a while. And Gutter Girl, I'm very sorry. I haven't done my yanking gutter heads up videos lately. So, this is, if you want to hear about my thoughts on these other bullet points I read off before, tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Yank-N-Gutter. Come hang out with the cool kids. We will be live. And I will be broadcasting from where the RV is parked, so you'll get to see some of the RV. And it's bingo night, so we're going to have some fun. So there's other bullet points. Tonight's just about this basic breakdown. I think there's 22 or 26 posts. As you can see, they're just a few sentences. But this is very important information, because this law, which I have right here, this is the actual law. This cites it. I know there's a delay on YouTube, so it should pop up in a second. This is the actual act. I have downloaded it. I will share this. Anybody that wants a copy of it, I'm gonna post the link. If you want it directly sent PDF, send me an email to rbacalino@gmail.com. Any of you could feel free to send me an email there. I will look out for you. What's your Facebook handle, Bobby? Right now, I am operating under William Joseph. Okay? Maybe Joe as your first William Joseph until Facebook bans him. No, I've learned to curb my speech, and if you notice, I haven't gotten any bans, any violations. I had to tone it down a bit, so I word things much differently. But right now it's William Joseph. It could also be Bob Box or Bobby Box, BOCCS. But right now it's just straight up William Joseph. I'll show you right here. This is my Facebook profile. William Joseph with the motorcycle. That's me. Okay? So, this way you know. He's stubborn as hell. Who's that? Alright, let's catch up on the, Bobby, stop. He's stubborn. 1L. One love? Alright. So, let's get into it. We are about 10 minutes in. I got a few of yous here. Some people came in and left. That's okay. You could always go and watch it back. As the ball keeps moving, which it is, remember, it was... He stole nuclear codes. He destroyed documents. He's selling nuclear codes. How many of you people heard about the nuclear codes since the raid? The nuclear codes change. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the nuclear codes change, especially after presidents leave. Okay? And the president having the nuclear codes and the nuclear football can't alone just initiate a nuclear launch. There's two people, got to turn keys, they got to call into other government officials, repeat the codes, they got to confirm the codes, and then the president gets control of the nukes. So if I had last year's codes and I gave them to Vladimir Putin, there's nothing he could do with them. They're useless. And as president, if I gave away the nuclear codes, according to law, there's not much you could do about it. And that's the law. I don't make the law. I'm telling you what it is. Okay? Now, it's said that the real issue, the documents at Mar-a-Lago, is possession. Well, he's allowed to possess them. In fact, it's kind of outlined in the law that it's to be exclusively within his possession. And we'll get into that. The President Trump took documents that belongs to the government the second after he left office. That's not true. He took them. He was still president. Until he left the White House, until he left office and Biden took over, he was an acting president. And he is inherently given the power to declassify everything. Keeps blocking your snarky insults. Hold on. Well, let me see if I can fix that. Let me go into edit. Let's see if it lets me do it while it's live. Because sometimes it says like, no, allow all comments. You must have said something. Well, maybe if you showed up once in a while, you get away with saying them over the air. Tony No Show. Everybody, type Tony in the comment section. Tony's cool. He's cool people. Or she. In today's age, we don't assume gender. But, Tony No Show. Want to have him on. Come hang out. Okay. The second after he left office. No. How did he take records after he left office? He had to have been in office to be in the office. You get how this works? And he's not even the one that actually packs and moves this shit. That's the GSA. The GSA wasn't allowed to look at the documents because it's above their clearance. The FBI agents who took the documents were not allowed to look at them because they're beyond the purview of their security clearances. Tony. Bobby. Well, Bobby's here. I'm live, bitches. Tony. Yeah, there you go. You got some love. Take it easy, fly crew. Not too many. I'll have to block your ass. How about that? Put your ass in timeout. I love you, Austin. I'm just kidding. The second after he left office, he stole stuff from the office. Okay. Let's talk about scene of the crime. If he's no longer in office, how is he in the office, first of all? Second of all, other people moved him, so possession is 9/10 of the law. Third of all, the FBI went over him in fucking June. Fourth of all, the people that took him weren't allowed to look at classified and top secret because it was beyond their security clearance. Fifth of all, no taint team. I wish I had a team for my taint. There's a little gutter joke for you, gotta go. They didn't go in to check to make sure that anything that was being taken didn't breach attorney-client privilege. Okay? And then the FBI comes out and says that they over-collected. And they had to start giving shit back. Okay? I don't know what this play is with the master coming in. I'm assuming it's like an overseer. Is the master allowed to look at these documents? And I haven't heard of any leaks about any of the things that he had until the FBI had him, and then all of a sudden you start hearing leaks about, oh, he has nuclear codes, he has this. So who's the real national security fucking risk? Okay, because nothing was leaked until the FBI had him. People who were not allowed to look at him didn't have the security clearance unless they were declassified. In which case, then the FBI agents could not be subject to arrest for breaching national security clearance law. That's the only way they got away with it. So either they were declassified or the FBI broke the law. Okay? That's why you're seeing lawsuits. Even Robert Mueller came out and fucking said in the beginning that this is call for concern about Trump's Fourth Amendment rights. It was so imperative that they waited 18 months to seize him. They put out a fucking a search warrant that was valid for 11 days. Usually, as Rick said, they would execute them almost immediately. And once given clearance to execute the search warrant, the FBI took the weekend off, waited till Monday, and then called Secret Service 3 hours beforehand to tell them they were coming. If you're worried about destruction of evidence, are you going to tell... Am I going to tell the local crack dealer we're going to come and pre-dawn raid your fucking house? Oh, you might want to flush all your crack because we're coming to serve a search warrant. No, that's not how this works. And in this case, these situations are mutually exclusive. It was either imperative and they are classified, or they were declassified and you had time to take the fucking weekend off. So this is all a big show before the midterms, and they're going to strike hard. Now, I do have to digress. Mark Levin was the first one talking about this, and I looked it up. They are now reporting on it because you can't ignore this. There's strictly a law in the books that exonerates Trump. This is what we call exculpatory evidence. So, first one. He took it after he left office. Well, you'd have to be in the office to take it, first of all. Let's go number 2. And now I'm going to breeze through them, and I'll hit the comments. The former president has the legal right to access any and all of the documents created during his presidency, classified or otherwise. Because when you go into here, the actual fucking law, it does not specify classified or declassified. Does not. Therefore, it's left out. It's omitted. It's not specifically outlined. Moreover, the second before he left office, by this very action alone, in taking the documents, it could be said that he declassified them. And this could be explained through his inherent right of declassification. He could just say, oh, they're declassified. There's no process that holds strings to a president. Unlike Hillary Clinton, she was Secretary of State. She had to go through a process. She would have to go through Congress. She would have to file motions to have information declassified. According to the Presidential Records Act of 1978, those strings do not apply to the president. Okay? Here we go. This was discussed at length in 2017 when he handed classified information to the Russian foreign minister. The former president cannot be charged under the Espionage Act of 1917 for this reason and more, including Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution. This is where he cites it. Tomorrow, maybe I'll pull those up so we can read them for ourselves. He is the executive branch commander-in-chief and is not limited by subordinates or agency regulations in the exercise of this power. There is separation of powers as well. Now, this is why they wanna pack the fucking Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is separate than the executive, and Congress, the House, and the Senate. There's no 3 chambers of Congress, unlike AOC, who wants to take taxpayer dollars to pay off her own student loans, even though she's making damn near $200,000 a year out of taxpayer dollars. Can't even take free money for doing nothing and pay off debts that she accrued all on her own, okay, there's separation of powers. When they want to pack the courts and they want to bypass Congress, that has a little something to do with the money to fucking Iran on pallets of cash. Obama bypassed Congress. And Joe Biden's done everything by executive order, even with the vax mandates. He said, well, I'll pass the executive order and we'll see if it holds up in the Supreme Court. Most people don't realize that this Mar-a-Lago raid and everything that's going on with this is actually now a Supreme Court case. Alan Dershowitz could go hop on a plane and fuck kids with fucking Epstein. Fuck Alan Dershowitz. Judge Napolitano says some good shit sometimes, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's an idiot. I'm sorry. He's a fucking idiot. And Mark Levin likes to police the world. Everybody's got their flaws. I'm for the people. I'm for you. I don't give a fuck about either side of the government, because as far as I'm concerned, no government is the best government. That's why they try to paint anarchy as chaos. You know what anarchy looks like? 1777. That's what anarchy looks like. And we did just fucking fine. The Congress cannot diminish the core power of the presidency by statute. That's the whole role of the executive branch. Okay? Sorry, there's a lot of F-bombs. If your kids are in the room, make them leave. I'm fucking fired up. What Barry talk a millionaire of documents. Pesky, what's up, Pesky? Imagine if he could be charged with endless debates over bureaucratic processes, followed or not followed, and the impact that would have on the ability of a president to exercise his executive powers. Well, if they were able to do that, Biden would not have been able to pass anything. Obama would have not have been able to pass anything without congressional support. And that's why we know McCain's a fucking traitor. Remember the big thumbs down? I wish he died while taking a painful shit. Not all lives matter. Among other reasons as well, this is why many of us argue that a sitting president cannot be indicted. Probably what he meant. You cannot edit Twitter posts. Obviously, Trump here is a former president. But that gets back to my point about interpreting a president's actions upon his departure. Now we get to document possession issue. Under the Presidential Records Act of 1978, there are no penalties or enforcement mechanisms. Clearly, the law was never intended to be used as a criminal statute or prosecutorial tool against a former president. So now, I think there's a mix here with the Espionage Act of 1917, because that's what they're trying to get him on. Hillary Clinton putting classified information on a private server that got hacked by a foreign nation could fall under the Espionage Act. When those records, emails, and documents were subpoenaed and she bleach-bitted them and smashed Blackberries with hammers, that's obstruction. So, what they're trying to paint on Trump, Hillary is guilty of. And, who hid the Hunter Biden laptop story before the election? That would have cost Biden the fucking election. The FBI, who also came out and said, we're reopening the case into Hillary Clinton. The FBI. So, who's been interfering in our fucking elections? The FBI. And the FBI is supposed to be non-political. I'm on points here. Please don't sidebar me. I love you. I'm tearing through this. You didn't want to be a part of it. And there's nothing in the legislative history to support such an effort. A former president is given great latitude and access to documents, classified or otherwise. Even judicial review is very limited, as courts have said in other circumstances. Okay? Let's go where he says Section 2, subsection 1. Let's find it. Now, when you see this, something like this, that's a subsection. This is subsection 2204. This is where it comes into deciphering statutes. This is why statutory law, you have to go to law school for, because there's a lot of if and thors according to, okay? We are going to hit a couple of them. See, like this would be subsection 1 under section 22. This is definitions. Definitions just outlines what they mean when they use certain terms. Regulations. Let's see if we could go down to... Oh, tell me this is all... Son of a bitch. Effective dates, USC. Hold on. 553. Give me a second. There's a lot of words on the screen. I got a lot of thoughts in my head. And there's shit going on in the background and people yelling in, sidebarring. And I'm also looking at the comments here. I like the fired up Bobby. He sounds sexy. I appreciate that. 1776. Yeah, you damn right. And we did that over a 3% tax. Hey to whoever I missed. I was finishing up dinner dishes. Everyone kill Bobby. What? Everyone kill Bobby? Oh, I don't know about that. I kind of take that, Tony G, try and see what happens. Oh, Bobby B. I don't know who you are, Bobby B, but thanks for joining. Eli's in, the FBI agent that hid the Hunter laptop for elections, retired today. Oh, he's running for the hills like Fauci. Rand Paul's going after him. They are talking about killing me. Don't worry. Oh, you, Bobby B. Well, who are you, Bobby B? Don't kill Bobby B. Damn it, Bobby YouTube cute. Who are you, Bobby B? I've never seen you before. I appreciate you being here. He invited me, and I plan on carpet bombing this chat when I'm done with dinner. Well, I invited a few people. Sup, Eli? Black Sheep says hello. I'm a nobody from New Hampshire, but I'm cool with you if you're cool with me. I don't know who you are. You're either Yank, you're either NH Chickie, or you're somebody that I don't know. But welcome here. I invited a few people tonight. I didn't see Sandy come in, so it's not Sandy. I don't know who you are. You got me. Everybody show Bobby B some love. Thanks for being here. Well, with sections and subsections, I'm going to have to tear this apart so I could quote it. But this is the breakdown, and nobody's really laying this out. The point is, the second after a president leaves office, he is not subject to criminal charges or penalties if he has documents or other information. Now, that is explicitly laid out. And I had posted that on my Facebook when I put the screenshot up, because it says exclusively in possession, right here. Let's bring this up. The president may restrict, and the public got here. They're very distracting. It's tough to run a live. He doesn't want to be a part of them, but he'll sure fucking distract. Go. Go. I appreciate you. I love you long time. I'm not eating on a live stream. I asked you for a half hour. I'm yelling at Eli. Now I'm getting snippy because he knows I'm fired up and he's fucking with me. Establishes a process by which the president may restrict and the public may attain access to these records after the president leaves office. Meaning, Trump can decide what the public gets to see and what they don't get to see. Specifically, the PRA, Presidential Records Act, allows for public access to presidential records through the Freedom of Information Act, a FOIA request, beginning 5 years after the end of the administration. So Trump doesn't need to fucking expose any of them for 5 years. You know what the FBI was worried about? Him winning re-election within 2 years and using the damning information from the bullshit FISA warrants to go after the people in the FBI who forged the fucking info on the warrants, signed off on shit that they said was verified. That's perjury. Comey has been very quiet lately because he committed perjury. Peter Strzok has been pretty fucking quiet lately. I got a news for you. These motherfuckers are shaking in their boots, and that's why they fucking got this warrant raided to take the documents to see what Trump had, because he's going to nail him to the fucking cross if he's for real. We'll find out. Stop. I'm getting mad. but it allows the president to invoke as many as 6 specific restrictions to public access for up to 12 years. He could keep them under his belt. If DeSantis runs, he could give them to DeSantis, and DeSantis could use it to go after somebody. Codifies the process by which former and incumbent presidents conduct reviews, executive privilege prior to public release, records by the NARA, which had formerly been governed by executive order. So, he can say, I'm putting into play executive privilege. Biden has to go to court, has to put in a request and show a need for access to these documents. It sucks because Obama could sell out the country, Biden could sell out the country, and we can't nail him on the Espionage Act. If we're going to be fair, that's the fucking law. Okay? That's the fucking law. And remember now, the FBI took these, they don't have clearance to see it, and they're fucking leaking it. That's a literal crime. And what they were leaking, who the fuck came up with Trump was selling nuclear codes? The second you see somebody, he's selling nuclear codes, he's guilty, he stole documents. No. Those are his documents. Right here. This is what do they call it? What do they call it when it's just like a quick summary breakdown of something? I want to say like an ASVAB. It's not an ASVAB. It's a synopsis. A synopsis of the law. Establishes procedures for Congress, courts, and subsequent administrations. What's a subsequent administration? It's an administration after the fact. Subsequent. After in sequential order. Administrations to obtain special access. Show a need for. Show, you know, you go through a process. You say, we need to see these fucking documents. It's a matter of national security. Well, you waited a year. You gave 11 days. And you took the weekend off. So apparently there was no fucking urgency. And then you call 3 hours beforehand to say you're going to execute the warrant. Giving them, you weren't worried about them being destroyed. He complied. You already saw them. And he said, anything else you need? You called and said we're serving a search warrant. So I don't want to hear nothing about fucking urgency. Okay? Special access to records from NARA, that's the National Archives, that remain closed to the public, if Trump says so, following a privilege review, needing to show need for, period, by the former and incumbent presidents, which means former Trump or incumbent had he won again. He could keep them sealed. The procedures governing such special access requests continue to be governed by the relevant provisions. And they're outlined here. That's just a fucking taste of the synopsis of what this law lays out. Okay? Now I'm going to hit up comments. Welcome, Bobby B. Hi, Bobby B. Thank you, everyone, for saying hi. I'm fired up tonight. Fired up. Hello, is that a husky as your avatar? Yes, it is. Hello, Gutter, thank you. They should be shaking, but unless Trump gets back in office, and even then, they may never see justice. If they get away with this, say goodbye to your republic. Thank you. I love you. You know how to make up for it. I'm talking to both of you. I love Eli. He brought me a drink. Cheers to Eli. Come be a part of it.
I give him food.
But I get into a point, and I'm one of those, I get scatterbrained. So for me to focus is very tough. So when I get into a point that I'm going to drill down and I got a thought, and I got a thought process, I got to get it out. And when I get interrupted, I'll get thrown off, and now I talk about something totally different. Yeah, I'm not good at that. That's why I do my Facebook posts, because I can get the thought out and post it. When I get on live, I'll never get to half the shit I want to talk about. Hi, Ann. This and that, Black Sheep Tony. Bring it, my dude, bring it. This other Bobby got lots of ladies in chat, it seems. Good for him. Usually YouTube is a sausage fest. Well, I appreciate the women for being here. I do. I'm not a pimp. I'm not even much to look at. In fact, I'm single. I'm a single guy with a cat and a job that I think last week I booked in about 59, 60 hours. I work. Eli, cheers, Eli. Black Sheep. Yeah. Oh, we got plenty of pussy running around here. We got 4 cats. You know? Plenty of pussy. I'm not very sex-driven, although I would be given the chance.
I am.
Yeah, Eli is. That's why he's got 3 cats. I only got 1. But you got a cheers from Black Sheep No Show Tony. As long as you ain't stupid, we won't eat you for dinner. Even when people are stupid, I find it humorous. Trolls don't really piss me off. If I block them and they come up with another account, and then I block that and they come up with another account, they get an E for effort. It's just, don't waste your time. Have fun. I'm very down the middle. I yell at both sides. So, you must be good looking and appealing to women to get their attention. No, people come here. It's more about the information and personality. We all get along. And we're from all over the globe, all over the country. Gutter Girl's fucking awesome. Yank's awesome. Rick's awesome. Everybody here, you see. Mishka, Ann. We're all, we're a group of friends that met in the comment section of a YouTube channel. And, honestly, I would fly out to see Gutter. I would fly out to see Yank. I consider them friends and family. I got a lot of love for everybody. You know, it ain't about looks. It's about personality here. You know. And if you look good, I guess that's a bonus. I'm all shaggy. I gotta shave. That's my husky. Well, gorgeous dog. I always wanted a white Siberian husky. They're like one level removed from basically tamed wolves. You know. We are gun people. Yeah, we are. Fuck yeah, we are. And they can pass whatever fucking laws they want. I don't have any guns that aren't New York compliant. I lost those. Damn boat kept sinking. And then that one time I was reenacting a Revolutionary War reenactment. And we were like replaying 1776, and I left all my guns on the battlefield. I never saw them again. Bobby keeps me informed. I appreciate that, Sherry. I'm not sure if you're in on my Facebook, because that's the shit I put up regularly. That's the stuff you can timestamp. Every once in a while, I'll even say, screenshot this. YouTube, I have to be home with my setup, because my phone is a dinosaur. So YouTube is pretty latent, and I save a lot of it up for Tuesdays, because Yank and Gutter have been gracious enough to make me like their third co-host, the cameo guy, and I usually hop in on the last hour. It's a 2-hour live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. So I usually hop on the last hour, and I'll blast through like political shit and stuff. So they're nice enough to let me on, and I save some stuff for there because they got a bigger audience. They're growing. They're on a regular schedule, and I'm very hot and cold with this, as Yank would say. I'm going to be doing a lot of pre-recorded videos. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be touching on. There's some series I'm working on. The live and driving, I wasn't happy with the quality that this phone puts out, so I'm going to wait a couple of weeks. I'm going to get a new phone so it's crystal clear. There's none of the buffing and all that shit. So there's a lot of shit that's going to be, you know, it's in the workings. But I also just started a job with a new company, and we're putting in like 10 to 16 hour days, and I'm getting into the groove for that. I'm feeling out the company, and you don't want to start a job with a new company and just be like, well, we're on YouTube Live. I got to feel them out and see who's cool with it, what I can and can't, you know. Because this kid watches YouTube. He's never been on YouTube, so I don't know that he exactly wants to be on camera. And I'm going to feel him out. I've introduced him to it. I showed him Yank and Gutter. I showed him my YouTube. So we'll see how he feels. Back to the comments. Tony G, you are American. You better be a gun person. That's what separates us from the rest of the world. Remember, when America falls, there's no other fucking country on the planet to run to. Don't forget Fly Crew and Pesky. Love all yous. Bobby B, I've been posting pics and videos of her on YouTube. Just added you, Bobby. I appreciate you. On Facebook, Sherry? Same fucking thing just happened to me, but all mine is in a boat issue. Yeah, But you gotta be careful. They should make life preservers for guns. They don't know how to swim. Nobody teaches them as a kid. When they're just a baby little AK, you throw it in the pool, and you know, there's no swimming schools for guns. It sucks. Bobby brings a lot of teeth to our lives. A lot of teeth? Is that a shot at me? I played hockey and I boxed and I've been in a few bar fights. I got a chipped front tooth I gotta get fixed. I hate my smile. Let's not talk about teeth. I got teeth to match my RV. Let's put it that way. I'll get them all fixed one day. I gotta get my whole mouth ripped out. That's how I feel. I used to have a nice smile, but mosh pits, boxing, hockey, and you know, shit like that will take a wear on you. And I'm still growing in wisdom teeth, so all my teeth are getting pushed together. It's fucking insane. I'm 35 years old, growing in wisdom teeth. All I get on YouTube when I search for that is a bunch of stuff that looks like kid shows. If you want and don't mind. Oh, okay. Well, Mishka, when this live is done and it's posted, post the link to your channel in the comment section below, and Bobby B could check it out. Bobby B, I'm gonna check out your channel too, because I'm Bobby B. I've never met another Bobby B. I'm Bobby Bacalino. I never met another one. Added me where you weren't able to find my YouTube channel, were you? Well, it's pretty easy. We just kind of click on you. You don't need to post on YouTube. The second you open an account, you have a channel. I hate Discord. I like Discord and I hate Discord. It's a love-hate relationship. Afternoon all. Hey, Kate. Welcome. Fly crew is quiet. Cat got your tongue? Discord don't like you either. Well, fair's fair. Oh, it's getting to be confusing. Me being on another Bobby's channel. I don't know whether it's Bobby's, so I assume someone is talking to me. Well, you're Bobby B, and I'm Bobby Bacalino. So we can establish that right there and then. The original Bobby. Well, if Bobby B is older than me, then they're original. Discord banned you for 3 weeks. I'm sorry to hear that. Honestly, I've been banned from everything. I'm permanently banned from Twitter. Permanently suspended. I've never been banned from Discord. So, Gutter, I don't know what the fuck you did, but I wish I was there. I had a chipped front tooth for like 2 years. All good, dude. Women care about their looks, not men. Yeah, but your smile is everything. I don't really smile much anymore. Both y'all are named Bobby. Yeah, we are. My thingy isn't working. The at thingy. Depends on who you're trying to at. Like, I want to at Wasp Bitch once in a while, but she's got this sign. So I would have to at an emoji, and it. You're an Italian too, aren't you? I'm in my 40s, so I got you beat. Yeah, all right. So Bobby B is the original Bobby B. If you couldn't tell, but my last name's fucking Bacalino. Yeah, I'm an Italian. My attitude and my name come from Italian. I look German, and I drink like I'm Irish. I'm actually an Italian Hibernian who looks German. Those are my 3 things. Those are my genetics. But I'm a fucking American first and foremost. I hate when people go, I'm Italian American. No, you're not. You're fucking American. I'm born here. I'm a Native American. I don't want to hear about the indigenous shit either. I'm a Native American. I was born here. It's my homeland. I'm American first. I'm an American of Italian descent, of German descent, of Irish descent. I'm a fucking American. This is where I was born. This is my homeland. And I appreciate a lot of other things, and I get it. Well, I'm Italian, I'm Italian, I'm Italian. Nah, you were born here. You're fucking American. I got news for you. You ain't a citizen of Italy. Nor would you want at the moment. You can't even ride a fucking surfboard in Venice. You got arrested. Went to the gym quick. already back. Feel like achy teeth had me in a fog today. Oh, here we go with the teeth again. Sorry to hear, Austin. Usually it's antibiotics. Swelling causes the pain. Infection causes the swelling. Antibiotics. Advil will mask the pain. Antibiotics gets rid of the infection. There's all different antibiotics you can take. You're reading like Rick, Bobby. Discord banned me after being on Discord for only 3 weeks. I'm reading like Rick. Well, you know what? I'm going to block you. How about that? You're blocked. How about fucking that? How's that for reading comments? I have molars coming in for a long time. I'm with you. I just said that before. I still got wisdom teeth growing in at 35 years old. It never ends. I'm starting to think I got a third set of teeth. Teeth don't have much enamel. So brush too much and it's gone. Brush too much and you get cavities as well. Yeah, mouthwash works well for that. Or be like Eli. He takes vice grips and pulls his own fucking teeth out. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Me, knock me out, pull them out, do whatever you gotta do. I love the Italian attitude. I think I'm going to like your channel. Thanks, Black Sheep Tony, for hooking it up. Oh, Tony! No show, Tony. You invited Bobby B? Hell yeah, we are not Italian. We just have Italian heritage. We are all American. Yep, you bet your fucking ass. I'll be ready for my fake set. My grill. Yeah, just don't do any of that crazy shit like 6ix9ine with the rainbows. I did want to get silver fangs put in. But I was in metal bands and shit. I actually just linked up with someone today. I might be starting a new band. There, you heard it here first. Exclusive. You're not on the live. Yeah, watch it back. I might be actually starting a band. So, I'm looking forward to that. Alright. Let's finish through. We're about halfway through. There's 22 of them and we're at 10. And then, I think I could bang this out in 15 minutes. I'm going to eat dinner. Thank you, Eli, for cooking. Culinary fucking master like Joe Salto, who was here earlier. Boy could cook his ass off. Also of Italian heritage. You know, as a German, I'll say Germans got some fucking boring food. We got bratwurst and sauerkraut. And then English, everything's bland as fuck. You know. Irish. Potatoes. I love potatoes. Fry them, cut them. I love potatoes. I love mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, potato chips, French fries. I fuck with them. But we're gonna blast through the rest of these, and then I will post a link to the actual bill, so you can look for yourself. But according to law, this whole thing about Trump stealing documents, keeping documents, and the classification is complete fucking bullshit. If anybody is responsible for breaching security clearances and being on risk to national security, it's the fucking FBI, who didn't have clearance to look at them, and it's the FBI and DOJ, who apparently was leaking shit to the mainstream media. Now, I'm gonna discount that as fake. They weren't releasing shit to the media because the media was saying that he was trying to sell nuclear codes. Okay? And that we know that's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And even if he had the old nuclear codes, he could give them to Xi Jinping, Winnie the fucking Pooh over there, in the communist country of Chinese concentration camps, while they genocide the fucking Uyghurs, and he couldn't do anything with them. So, the point is, the second after the president leaves, he's not subject to criminal charges. The act anticipates negotiations between a former president and the archives. That's the NARA. So anytime you see NARA abbreviated in this, it's the National Archives and the staff thereof. Related to the nature of information, disposition of the information, this is a process. That said, other than the boxes seized by the FBI, obviously millions of pages. Now here's something. Oh, he had a couple of millions of pages. Do you know the number of millions of pages that were created during Trump's term? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions. Not 10 million. So the scope of what he took was a fraction. And I have a feeling it has to do with all the bullshit impeachments, FISA warrants, everything they went against Trump with. Maybe some of the documents of what former Vice President Biden, because that's all I'll refer to him as, former Vice President Biden, not president. Maybe some of the shit he was doing in Ukraine. Maybe some shit about Fast and Furious. Maybe some shit about what was going on with Iran and Iraq. Who knows what Trump had? They definitely weren't nuclear codes, because that would have been headline news. Trump sold nuclear codes. Let's move on. The fact that there have been lawyer-to-lawyer negotiations over the remaining boxes, as well as voluntary access to the former president's home, voluntary, and they called beforehand. So they said, we're coming. They weren't worried about documents being destroyed. They were worried about what he had. Belies the absurd claim that he stole government property or obstructed the archives somehow or had criminal intent. He complied. They were there in fucking June. They were there in June, and they told him to put a lock on it. He put a lock on it. They cut the lock off with a search warrant raid that they called ahead of time. Oh, he stole them. So we waited a year, we waited a weekend, and then we called ahead of time. After we already saw them, and after he said, come back, anything you want. Indeed, the former president was out of office only 12 months when the issue of boxes became known publicly. That's a very short period of time. Sometimes negotiations go on for years. Yeah, because someone realized, oh, fuck, he left with that information? I'm telling you, he had some fucking dirt on them. It's on them. And they got this magical way. People think the Democrat machine are idiots. They're not. Their supporters are. Their supporters were fucking posting he's guilty of selling nuclear codes. That's how dumb their fucking supporters are. But them, they are covering their ass and painting Trump as the criminal. They're smart. They're way ahead of the game. If there was some sudden urgency in controlling the documents, there were many ways to obtain them without resorting to the criminal process. That's where it becomes political. They did this right before the midterms. This is their fucking August surprise. They had all year. If they had done this, if this was legitimate and they did this in February of 2021, when Biden took in office, then there might have been something to it. Where it's like, oh, he stole this shit, we got to get on it. They waited till right before the midterms to say it's urgent national security and it was criminal. You think they would have waited a year and a half? No, this is a fucking show for the election, and it ain't going to work. It'll work on their idiots, but their idiots are already lost. And I call them idiots because at this point, you show them the fucking truth and they don't want to know it. They don't want to know it. It's willful ignorance or it's straight up ignorance. Their brains don't function. We need to bring back asylums. Okay, because even when faced with the facts, source material. See this? This is called source material. That's what we go on. We don't copy and paste other people's beliefs. So I waited. I went through it. I read it. And I think Levin's breakdown has been the best. 15. In fact, it's shocking that a federal grand jury in D.C. has been impaneled in the first place. Not to mention, spies and others at Mar-a-Lago allegedly secretly leaking to the FBI. What's going on here? How did they even know? It was classified. It was top secret. Or was it declassified? Which negates the whole criminal aspect of this. You can't have it both ways. It was either you get to see it because it's declassified, or you're breaking the law by looking at top secret information you don't have the clearance to. Can't be both. Cannot be both. Even if it's believed that the documents are being moved or destroyed, the FBI had the power to remove them via a subpoena. That's where you got to go to court. And this is where it comes in that Biden paved the way for them to get a warrant to begin with. Because if done through due process, which nothing put against Trump has been through due process. Trump has not got to face his accusers, not to have rebuttals, nothing. This is political prosecution like North fucking Korea does, like Xi Jinping does, like Vladimir Putin does, like fucking dictator Zelensky does. No one wants to talk about that. They call Zelensky a fucking hero, and they forget Zelensky was bombing his own fucking citizens in Donbass for fucking years, locking up political opponents. Zelensky's a fucking dictator who's leeching off the fucking American taxpayer teat after taking care of Biden and paying them billions and fucking Burisma and all that shit. Biden's laundering all this fucking money, and then they say like something about 70% of the money we sent to Ukraine just went back into oligarchs' pockets. How much money has Biden made off the billions we sent to fucking Ukraine? Fuck Ukraine. Fuck Zelensky. God bless the people. I'm not talking about the people of Ukraine. They got more balls than Americans. They're taking up arms against foreign forces. I don't see one fucking American down at the southern border handling that shit. So the people of Ukraine, I commend you. Zelensky, you belong with Putin, hanging in the town square. But yeah, they would have had to been going through court. And that's the goddamn truth. Sorry again. You could put an F-bomb counter on this, I'll break the fucking ticker. If there's actual evidence something was destroyed, real probable cause, the government truly believes a crime was committed, then go to a real judge and seek an arrest warrant. And they haven't. They just want to go over the documents. What the fuck did his passports have to do with it? What did Melania's dresses have to do with it? They were phishing. They were violating. They were intimidating. That's what that was. Look what they did to Roger Stone. Where's the pre-dawn raid on fucking Hunter Biden, who lied on federal fucking gun forms? Who is on camera waving a gun while on drugs in front of escorts smoking crack? But what occurred here was the issuance of a general warrant in violation of the Fourth Amendment. Even Robert Mueller acknowledged this, enabling the government to grab everything in sight for a period of 9 hours. I think it was more about 12. I think they got there like 6 in the morning, 6 at night. It might have been 9. Don't quote me on that. Even searched the former First Lady's closet. Yeah, what were they going to find in there? Probably a good dress to put on. And again, we don't assume gender. Back to the comments, because we're coming down to the last 4. Hello, Jason Peck. Jason, welcome to the live. Fucking fired up tonight. Nice to meet you and all these fine people that Tony promises a total S-givers once one gets to know you. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we have some fun here. Nothing but love, though. Hi, Jason. Hi, Jason. You'll like it here. Fly Crew is a savage. I do like Fly Crew. Yeah, me and him have fun with Tony. Maybe one day Tony will show up and we'll stop calling him No-Show Tony. I love the savages, especially when the internet separates us. Yeah, that's fine. Fuck the internet. You know, well, not fuck the internet. I love the internet. Fuck the platforms. YouTube. Hey, question, YouTube. Are you a platform or a fucking publisher? Section 230 only covers you under a fucking platform, but the second you start editing things, I'm going to say this once. The whole hate speech, hate crime thing is fascism in disguise. Every religion is a protected class except one. Every race is a protected class except one. Every sexuality is a protected class except one. If you're a straight Christian white male, you're not protected, and anything you do to anybody else that's in one of these protected classes is considered a hate crime. You know what we call that? Prosecuting people based on race, sexuality, and religion. That goes against our First Amendment right. That's fascism. They censor our fucking speech. We get banned for shit. I got banned for releasing the fucking documents about the Wuhan lab when they were working on the viruses in 2010. You can ask anybody here. I put them up. I put it up. I put up the literature. I got banned. The lab leak theory. I got fucking banned. Talking about the election. I got fucking banned. Good news. Hey, remember when I did that live and I was talking about the election being stolen and then they gave me my fucking first channel strike and they removed the live? They removed the strike. They have not reinstated the live video. That live video is gone forever. And I stream, when I'm streaming right now, I'm not actually recording too. I should start doing that. But they removed that strike because I sent a vicious message to them saying, my opinion cannot be considered misinformation, and if I have to, I will get attorneys involved. And they removed the strike. Because my opinion's not misinformation. My opinion is not disinformation. What you see on the fucking television is disinformation. And this goes on both sides. I'm gonna call out fucking Hannity. I'm gonna call out fucking Tucker Carlson. I'm gonna call out fucking Trump. They should have been on this Presidential Records Act from the fucking beginning. Stop with the fucking election. Everybody already knows what the fuck happened. Start talking about the issues and get the normies in the middle on your side. Because everyone's feeling gas prices. Everyone's feeling inflation. Everyone's feeling the fucking... everything. We're feeling it. The housing's crashing. The fucking the automotive loan market's gonna be crashing. People are pissed off. And if you tap into that, they're not gonna let you redo the fucking election. He's got to stop it with that. You talk to Tucker Carlson about 9/11, he'll laugh in your fucking face. This is where I play devil's advocate. People like Hannity and Tucker, I'm pretty sure that they're able to operate because they're getting paid to do the bidding of this machine to rub it in your fucking face. Now, I love them because they put out real information. They will actually say the real shit that bothers us. But they're the ones rubbing it in our face. You don't see what they say on CNN. And we get banned when we say it, but somehow they don't. And they continue to get paid to say it. We call that controlled opposition. So, the CNN lies to their people. The government is enslaving the people, and people like Tucker Carlson make their dime to rub it in our face. Nobody does nothing. They just talk about it. It's great. Oh, you talk about it. How are you going to share the Republic? Sharing memes does not save the fucking Republic. I got news for you. There's news. A little more news. Let me hit this. I don't listen to him. Hold on. Black Sheep Tony. Great. I love Savage, especially on the internet. I don't listen to him often, but when I have fact-checked Levin, he has usually been entirely correct. Think he's a lawyer, so I'm just... That helped, actually. Yeah, my big problem with Levin is, like, when he wants to throw all our money in military capacity at Ukraine. Because, preach it, Bobby. I want them Ukraine over here. Yeah. No, I'm for the people. Fuck Zelensky. The Ukrainian government needs a fucking revolution. They are the money laundering capital of the world. Foreign nations use Ukraine to money launder. So all this money you're worried about Biden stealing, they couldn't have done it without Ukraine and fucking China. Don't get me started on Afghanistan. That's another live. We'll say that for tomorrow. Tony, I don't even think I could get on Discord. I'm sorry to hear that, Gutter Girl. That sucks. I don't know about that dude, but I do know our relationship with them is incestuous. I don't see Jason. What the fuck? Oh, he only commented once. I got it on live chat. Yeah, make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. They filter that sometimes. What the fuck is top chat anyways? I guess it's whoever. I don't know. I don't know how they filter it. Maybe people that don't comment that much are in the live chat, but people that are in the, like Gutter Girl, Black Sheep, and Bobby B, you guys have been commenting and been commenting, so it's like the most action, and maybe they rate it by frequencies, so like it's like you're in a conversation because you keep commenting, so they'll put you in the top. Because I can't like your comments. I can respond to them, but they don't know what I'm going to respond to, so how do they know what to put in the top chat? Anybody who's in the live chat, I'm going to switch over to live chat. I apologize if I've been missing stuff. But, at Bobby, I took a piss in Squirrel's Discord. He just noticed. Alright, very well. But we're going to round this up. We are at the 11:30 mark. So, let's go back. What occurred was the issuance of a general warrant in violation of the Fourth Amendment. That's why, at least in part, this indicates the use of a pretext to search for information related to other matters like January 6th. It's no accident that the same U.S. attorney overseeing the archives investigation is overseeing the January 6th investigation. The magistrate, not the judge, the magistrate who also signed off on the warrant, quit whatever the fuck his position had been, and was defending Epstein. I wonder, what did Trump have on Epstein? Did he have the client list? That could be a matter of national security, because half the fucking government would get arrested. Prince Andrew would get arrested. There's a lot at play here. Also, why was a matter of such constitutional consequence heard by a master and not an art? Or Article 3, federal judge. A master is not confirmed by the Senate. And if there was some kind of urgency, Attorney General Garland was slow to authorize the seeking of a search warrant. 18 fucking months, gave the search warrant to be executed within 11 days, not 24 hours. Gave the FBI off a whole weekend before executing it, and then decided it was a good idea to call ahead of time to say they were executing it. Because they were so worried about documents being destroyed that they gave them a fucking heads up. And once secured, the warrant wasn't executed for 3 days. That's the weekend they took off. Oh, let's go take a beach day and fucking barbecue. Meanwhile, there's a matter of national security. We need to go. It's urgent. So urgent. I'm going to drink a few White Claws and kick back on the beach. Again, this is why there's speculation about the government's actual intentions. As I hope you can see, this entire event is appalling. You bet, on multiple fronts, and it is a complete bullshit fucking campaign when it comes to the mainstream media. Especially when you consider further that Hillary Clinton and James Comey, neither of whom were president with the attendant protections, inherent declassification power, were never subjected to a search warrant, given every difference, and never indicted. Because even when Hillary deposed classified information that was outside of her ability to do so, and then obstructed justice by deleting and bleach-bidding the emails and smashing the shit with a hammer, Comey came out and said no reasonable prosecutor would pursue that case. So I guess everybody pursuing this case is irrational and unreasonable. I'm going to hit the comments, and we're going to close this out. I thank you guys for being here. Again, I'm going to post the link to this PDF. I will make it available. I saw this as the best fucking breakdown in layman's terms as to what's going on here, calling out all the points, the hypocrisy, and what has and has not come into play with this shit. Because there's a nothing there. It's a nothing burger. There's no there. They waited until right before the fucking midterms. Then when given the green light, they waited a whole fucking weekend. And then when they decided they were going to let the hammer fall, they fucking warned somebody that they thought was obstructing justice and trying to destroy documents. Yeah, so I'm going to call you before you flush the crack to let you know we're coming for the crack. Please don't flush it. Are you nuts? Does any of this make sense? It doesn't. And that's how you smell bullshit. And I'm waiting to hear somebody tell me that Trump was selling fucking nuclear codes because I called the men in white coats to come and take them away. I'm going to hit the comments. I appreciate you all being here. Like, share, subscribe. I got a couple of other things. I hope to see you tomorrow night starting 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Yank and Gutter. And it's a great time. It's where all the cool kids hang out. We're all from around the country, and the people that tune in, you're all from around the world. And thank you, Internet, for letting us all connect. Thank you, Rick from Good Luck America, for bringing us all together. And I'm going to hit the comments. So, squirrel meme, dude, or endless politics. Not sure. All of them. Canada, see, it doesn't have news media anymore. They're all government run. I think everything in America is government run. Honestly, where you get the best news is conservative talk media. I like 77 WABC, Cats at Night, Mark Levin, Bill O'Reilly. Everybody has their faults, but you get a good collection of information and interpretation and analysis. And you could download iHeartRadio. It's a free app. Get 77 WABC, WGY, AM 97. Conservative talk radio is where it's at. Louder with Crowder, I like Timcast. Joe Rogan, I watch some episodes, are good, but Joe Rogan pisses me off. He plays kind of the middle. And thank you, Eli. That was probably the best sidebar. You could come to my fucking Facebook right here. It's William Joseph, Bob Box, or Bobby Box. And this is where you'll hear shit first. Because as I come across information, I share it with the people. This is where you come to get the right away. Like, that's when I come across something, I hit it right fucking there. I also like to throw up some funny stuff, some sarcasm stuff, some personal stuff, so you get to know me behind just the political analysis of things. But if you want to stay on the up and up minute to minute, Facebook. Now, some things you might hear, and I might be a few minutes behind or a little while behind, but that's because I trust, but I verify. I have to verify. I have to get the source material. Where are you getting it from? So, good thing you got him to read that piss comment, Black Sheep. Piss squirrel, squirrel piss. Just don't let him piss in your Cocoa Puffs. Don't piss in my boot and tell me it's raining. Because I'll shit on your bed and call it an amber turd. Love you, brother. Love you too, buddy. Bobby B, make someone a moderator so they can approve comments. YouTube blocks. All comments are allowed here. I don't restrict any of them. I don't restrict any of them. I'll think about moderators. I will take that into account. Just don't run off with that power. Absolute power corrupts. So what I did is all comments are allowed. There's no comments that are withheld. If you post something in a comment section and it's blocked, then it has to go against community standards, because as I showed you, when I go to edit, I can withhold comments. Allow all comments. Hold potentially inappropriate. Hold all comments. Disable comments. All comments are allowed. And YouTube, this is a warning. If you try to give me a fucking strike on my channel for what somebody says in my comment section, you're gonna get a fucking email from me, just like I did about the election shit when you gave me a strike and you took that strike back. Fuck with me, YouTube. I will contact my fucking attorneys. I'm not responsible for what they say in the comment section, and neither are you. Unless you're a publisher, then we're gonna nail you to the cross and sue the fuck out of you, YouTube, for allowing the spread of misinformation about telling us that monkeypox was a worldwide pandemic. COVID-19 came from a wet market, and that 2020 was the most secure election. YouTube, you will get the shit sued out of you if you try to act like a publisher. And that's why you're losing. That's why Crowder's back. And after I'm done with this live, I'm watching today's Louder with Crowder, because they banned him for 2 weeks, and like me, he's fucking pissed off. YouTube, you're losing this battle, and we're gonna get people to other platforms. But right now, I kinda like rubbing it in fucking YouTube's face. So fuck you, YouTube. CommieTube. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm easy to find. But you ain't got shit on me. And my friends are federal FBI agents. FBI agents. They're rank and file FBI agents that I know personally. And guess what? I think, 20 FBI agents now are whistleblowing about how the FBI has been politicized? Your ship is sinking. You're going to lose this. They're swinging for the fences. That's how you know they're desperate. They're just pulling all the stops. It's horrible to watch. They'd rather sink the whole fucking country than relinquish power and just retire. Half these people are worth millions. You'd think they would just want to get on a yacht and relax. No, it's about control. And that's where the depravity and fucking evil comes in. They're not happy until other people are fucking suffering. See y'all tomorrow night. We should probably fuck with Yank since he didn't show. Yeah, no show Yank. Black Sheep, you could get on that. Fly crew, we're all just gonna put no show Yank. I gotta go. You gotta let those go. We're gonna troll Yank a little bit. No show Yank. I don't watch Alex Jones, but when he is on Rogan and Bull, it's much to watch. They both push back just enough. He always says insane stuff. Yeah, he says insane stuff. He's our angry little bullfrog, and that's what makes him so entertaining. But the gist of the information, he's not far off. And I got pissed when they nailed him to the cross with Sandy Hook. Bobby B, if you want to see the most enlightening documentary or live I've ever done, I can't take credit for the documentary, but I did a live and aired the documentary, and YouTube didn't take that down. You could still watch that because everything in that was fucking facts. Go to my past live streams and look up what really happened in Sandy Hook. It's about 2 hours, 16 minutes, and it's going to leave you scratching your fucking head. And the fact that anybody got sued over asking these questions, I asked the questions. I ain't getting sued. I posted the fucking shit on Facebook and fucking YouTube, and it's still up. They didn't take it down because it's fucking factual. They lambasted Alex Jones to silence him. Okay? Rogan got Zuckerberg. Oh, that was great with Zuckerberg, right, Eli? He said the FBI told him what to censor. That's communist-style censorship. And he said it right out of his mouth. He probably went backstage and was like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Call him a Yankee Doodle Dandy. Well, it'll be dandy if Yankee came here and doodled around. We could sing to him. Yeah. Put a feather in his cap. Hopefully he wears a fedora. I'll know he watched this if he's rocking a fedora tomorrow. Thanks for all your work, Bobby. I see what you guys mean when the comments jump. Thank you. You guys are welcome. I do it for you guys. I do it strictly out of passion. I don't get paid for this either. I'm gonna catch up with these. Saying the Canadian government regulates media ownership, and the Canadian government is owned by England and ran like China. Canada's not free. You should have learned that when they froze bank accounts of anybody who donated to a protest. And they're only getting worse. Now they're coming out with a digital ID system, and I'm telling you right now, they're gonna put a fucking social credit score to it. They'll be able to unperson you. It's time for you to move, Sherry, but I don't know where, because at the rate we're going, we're right behind you. Well, you come here because it's the last bastion, and when we all go to the mountains, and then they can find us in the mountains. Thanks for all the work. I'm moving to Costa Rica. I heard it's beautiful down there. I have friends that used to go down there and do teaching programs for the students there, and they loved it. You got to be careful because they'll murder you for a $5 bill. Thanks for all the work. Trump was selling nuclear codes. Yeah. Too bad they were fucking useless. Only 13 more years. I'm not sure what that's relating to. Night. See you guys tomorrow on Yank and Gutter. Mishka, we will see you there as always. You're one of the cool kids. Trump was selling Biden's home security codes. Oh, God. Yeah. I hope he was. Which one of his 4 fucking homes? Gutter Girl, you're not wrong. The U.S. is being torn apart on every level. Yeah, by both sides. Both sides. There's a lot of Republicans we need to get rid of. And that's why you see the GOP fucking abandoning Trump. What happened with Dr. Oz? Fucking Trump came out, ran for Dr. Oz, got Dr. Oz to win the primary, and the second he won the primary, he dumped Trump from everything and said the MAGA movement was dying. Dr. Oz is a fucking rhino. And he's going to lose to Fetterman? A fucking vegetable? Unbelievable. Fetterman is like, we'll compare it like Joe Biden. Jill Biden went to a very expensive steakhouse, said, I'll take the best steak you have. And they said, okay. And the vegetable? She said, he'll have the same. That's Fetterman. That's why he won't debate Dr. Oz. But Dr. Oz doesn't have a leg to fucking stand on after his shows about affirming gender surgeries and shit for children, the red flag laws. That Dr. Oz is not a fucking conservative, and he's going to cost us the goddamn Senate. People could have a change of heart, but a person who has a change of heart and wants to run on the Republican docket or ticket as a fucking conservative and MAGA person and use Trump to win the primary, to just dump Trump and say that the whole MAGA movement is dying, he might as well, Dr. Oz might as well call us semi-fascists. Fuck Dr. Oz. Fuck Dr. Oz. He rode the cocktail, what do they call it? The tail feathers of Trump to get the fucking nomination just to fucking lose it. Fuck Dr. Oz. Son of a bitch. Don't even get me started on that cocksucker. See you all tomorrow night. I don't watch Alex Jones. Okay. Calling me Yankee Doodle Dandy. We could sing it to him. Rogan got Zuckerberg. Eli Hendricks, true. He does sound good work with that middle of the road fence sitting Tim Pool style. Yeah. It's just when I'm fired up, there's a lot more curse words here, but I'm genuine. I'm real. I'm not as eloquent behind the microphone. I can really tune up my vocabulary and stuff. I'm not, you know, I got linguistic skills and I'm literate. I'm fucking fired up tonight, and you should have known that. I put it on my Facebook, fucking fired up. A lot of F-bombs flying tonight because I'm genuinely pissed off. I'm pissed off. I ain't got time for all that. I'm just gonna fucking cuss because for me to go live at 11:30 on a Monday night, I was fucking pissed. You motherfucker, YouTube. That's right. He has the right, though. He's my boy. Look, all Americans need to stand the fuck up. Yeah, you bet your ass. You know when I'll know America has a fighting chance? When I see you motherfuckers take your guns, go to the southern border, and defend your fucking country from an invasion of terrorists. Not just fucking Honduras. Not just Spanish fucking asylum seekers. There's Iranians coming in. There's fucking Russians coming in. There's fucking terrorists, ISIS members coming in. It ain't about race. It's about knowing who the fuck's invading your goddamn country. They're yelling about Abbott sending busloads of people to sanctuary cities. I'm sorry, I thought that's what the fuck a sanctuary city was for. But you didn't hear Governor Hochul bitching when Biden was flying these fucking people into airports around the block from my fucking house. My house in the middle of the night. Department of Homeland Security guarding Republic Airport while they're flying in illegals. Giving them hotel rooms, food stamps, fucking cell phones, fucking cash. Bullshit. We got Americans dying on the fucking streets from fentanyl and drugs coming in. That's chemical warfare being waged on Americans with this fentanyl shit coming from fucking China. That's what happens when China takes over your country. YouTube is asshole. There is no L. Asshole. YouTube is asshole. Salty Army is Legion. Ree! You already know where I'm going at with that. Fucking bigots and bibble thumpers. Picking on all the Blix people. Fuck yeah. Salty Army. And if you don't know the Salty Cracker, I suggest you check him out too. Because these people losing their goddamn minds. These people are fucking crazy. I'd laugh at them if I wasn't so fucking pissed right now. I would laugh. I'd make fun of them. Oh, you fucking bigot white supremes. You know? You don't want to let fucking men in women's locker room? How about let's let a dude in a fucking octagon to beat the shit out of a fucking woman. You fucking transphobe. You fucking bibble thumper. You fucking bigoted white supreme. Yeah? I'll give this land back to the Native Americans when they give it back to the fucking wildlife and plants. How's that? Who was here first? I say America belongs to the fucking dinosaurs. They gotta give Manhattan back to the Triceratops. They were fucking here first. Somebody was gonna conquer this land. I'm just glad it wasn't fucking China. Although, they've conquered the land. At this point, China got it. Only they managed to find a way to vilify Americans. And they're alright with, shit. On my way to that video now about Bacalino. Thanks. Well, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the channel, fellow Bobby B. Chief Smoke a Lot, choking a rare breed bud called Butter Baby. Here we go with the BBs. We got Bobby B's and Butter Babies. Well, I don't really smoke pot because it turns me into a buttered slug.
Buttered slug.
Buttered Slug, glad to see you, Chief Smoke a lot. Fly Crew, bring it, Cupcake. Oh, man, here you go. Fly, having fun. Chief, I got Island Boy. Oh, God, they fell off the map. I'm an island boy, and now I'm broke. Will do Han, Black Sheep, laughs. Damn, that's right. I have to watch Crowder. Yup, I fucking love Crowder. Yank Chowder. Can't find the Sandy Hook video on your channel. It's gonna be under past live streams. I'll post the link to that video in the comment section below. We're getting ready to end. Just smoke some. BC Dreamweaver. I was rewatching Rick's martial law series. It's the precedent. Think we are losing our rights more when you only lose your rights when you abide by their laws. That's all. If you can evade taxes and stuff your mattress, do it. If you could get your hands on guns with cash, do it. Because they're not going to come after you until you cause a problem. So don't cause a problem. Take all your guns out on a boat, sink them like every other good American. And, you know, only buy in cash what you don't want on record. Don't buy a house in cash. I live in Diagolon, YouTube, Raging Descent. Yeah, well, that's what they do. Good to see you, though, Pesky. I've had BC Bud. Very good, but up there. Clean the slate. It's time. Defund the government. Start there. Yeah. Yeah. Evade taxes. Fucking evade taxes. If everybody stopped paying their fucking taxes, they're gonna arrest the whole fucking nation? Nope. But you can't get people to agree on anything anymore. If anything, if anybody wants to agree on anything, it's bring back old school Pizza Hut buffets. Those were cool. And make flying great again. I bought another pig quarter. Next live intermission. Here or yanking gutter. Love yous. Oh yeah, he got another quarter of a pig. Anyone else think Dr. Oz is a planned establishment stooge? Yeah, absolutely. Bobby B, 100%. I've been condemning him from the beginning. A lot of my friends got mad at me, and I said, well, what about now after he dumped Trump? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I was like, oh, but I thought he was a Trump guy. And then he said MAGA was dying. Dr. Oz is a fucking piece of shit, and he's going to cost us the Senate. Yep, fuck Dr. Oz. So I'm not alone thinking he's a POS establishment crook. You bet your fucking ass he is. Bobby B in his sleep for me. I'll cash app. Eli, slap Bobby B in his sleep for me. I'll cash app.
What? I didn't even see that.
Oh, man. Black Sheep's trying to get fucking blocked. How about that? Eli slaps me. I'm going to slap him and snap his other arm. You know? I don't take that shit lightly. Yeah, I probably deserve it, though, so I couldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at Eli. I would just slap him back and block you. Sri Lanka, Iraq, they're all along it, but where the U.S. should have never come to this. Yeah, what it is. Black Sheep, Tony G. Oh, that's beyond the pale of internet shit talking, dude. Yeah, see? They're asking people to physically harm me. I'm going to have to report you. That's terrorism's. You're a terrorism's white supreme. You're a fucking white supreme bibble dumper bigot. Sick, gotta report you. I am reporting Eli and Black Sheep right now. Thanks for backing me up, Bobby B. Y'all getting reported for terrorisms. Y'all fucking terrorisms. Jan 6th was all them fun. Oh, that was a fucking setup. Everyone asked me if I was going down on January 6th, and I was like, no. They're like, why not? I said, you can't smell a fucking setup. Unfortunately, Canada has too many mindless. Yeah, but they kind of like it that way. They really do. I've hidden a third of my guns in 3 different locations. Yeah, at the bottom of the ocean. Great place to keep them. They force employers to take taxes out. Yeah, but they don't force you to get paid on the books. Keep what you need on the books so you can finance your life like a regular person. But when you work side work and all that shit, don't fucking claim it. It's none of their fucking business. Keep typing so we could keep them here. Oh, yeah. No, it ain't gonna work. Although it's working for a second, you all son of a bitches. I'm gonna put you on slow mode to close it out. We still have Pizza Hut buffets. Not as good as it used to be. Damn, Sherry, where you at? I'm coming out to visit a Pizza Hut. I'll do a meet and greet there. Pizza slut, nasty pizza. It ain't about the pizza. It's about the buffets, the red soda cups, and the throwbacks. You ain't got the best pizza in Chicago. I beg to differ. I'm from fucking New York, and I'll give you some good fucking pizza. Although maybe I have to come out to Chirac and try some of your pizza. I'm not a New York elitist. Oh my God, no! Don't report them. Totally reporting them. Totally reporting them. I'm putting them in timeout. I'm blocking them, and then I'm reporting them. How about fucking that? Raise your hand if you think I'm gonna fucking report Black Sheep and Eli. Well, if you got your hand raised, you're an idiot. I don't report nobody. I just pick on them. We all watch list people. Well, according to my friends in the FBI, I'm not on any watch lists. So, I'm failing. I guess they're afraid to put me on a watch list. That or my friends take me off them. Chi-Town has the best pizza. Deep dish. I do like deep dish pizza. I want my fucking deep dish. For anyone who knows who Angry Grandpa is, he got kicked out of Little Caesars over a deep dish. Angry Grandpa, may he rest in peace. He's really what, when I first really started getting into YouTube, loved that motherfucker. It's okay for Dems and Biden to say burn down the cities. Oh, not say it. They fucking did it. The fuck. I'm lazy and don't do side work, but I wouldn't report it or talk about it if I did. Good, don't. Alberta, Canada. Hey, well, I'm going to have to hop the border. They won't let me there. I'm unvaccinated, and they won't let me there. I'm a pureblood, and that drives the fucking Dems crazy. Whee! You didn't take your experimental jabs. You got to take the 4 times ultra jabbed in the butthole and still catch fucking COVID. And what's this rebound cases? It's just you got sick again. Oh, they're rebounds. No, you got sick twice. I'm stopped sidebar and I'm closing out. Go to Tripoli's Pizza in Salisbury or Lawrence, Mass. I'll be working in Massachusetts. Shut up. I'm closing out. No more sidebar. I will be working in Massachusetts at some point. I will let you know when I'm up there. Then leave immediately. That state is horrible. I love cannolis. Sorry, Chief. Brooklyn Brick Oven is the best. Michigan knows something about New York pizza. Oh, oops. Let me put that down. If they're homemade cannolis, I love them. And with that, I am closing out. I got to eat dinner. I have to be up in 4.5 hours. And then after work, which I'm probably not getting home till after the live stream starts, you can catch me on Yank and Gutter. Go there, Yank-N-Gutter on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come hang out with the cool kids. Get in the comment section. Subscribe. Eli, yell good night. Get over here. Eli, you're closing out with me. Come here. They want to hear from Eli. Let's talk, Eli. Come here.
I can't talk. I'm banned from talking, so now my sidebar.
He's bad. He's fucking blocked.
That's why I'm adding it all in here. Peace to the fam. Keep it real.
Thanks for coming in. Love you guys. I'm going to post the Sandy Hook link in the comments. Thanks for being here. Stay awesome. Stay informed. Stay free. And most of all, keep your mind out of the box. I'll see you all tomorrow. Eli will be there. I'll be there. Yank and Gutter.
Nubs will be there.
Nubs will be there. Good night, all.